Alex, go ahead.
Christian, just talk a little bit about your rebounding. It seems like when you're active on the glass, it kind of leads to offense for you. Is that kind of your mentality going into the game?
Yeah, I try to get some easy buckets early and usually come from offensive rebound and stuff like that. And, that keeps me going a little bit. If I get an offensive rebound and get a bucket, I'll get to the foul line.
Next. Dustin.
Basically, obviously, they wanted to slow this game down, limit possessions and all that sort of thing, and they managed to do that for most of the first half. Just where did you guys feel like you did to break out of that and get, going more toward your pace?
I think we just meant to play defense, and when we started playing defense, started locking them down. And in the second half, in the first half, we came back confidence for us, and I think that's what did it.
Gary?
For any of you guys, I mean, how important was that, getting out 7-0 in the second half and kind of establishing some offensive momentum?
Oh, well, it was very important. We definitely wanted to start the second half off fast. When we wanted to play our style of basketball, we felt like we was letting them kind of lure us in a little bit in the first half. We definitely want to get out in the second half, get behind the basketball and sharing the basketball.
Hey, what's your take on the way Christian's been playing the last two games?
He's playing with a lot of confidence. I think it comes off of his defense and rebounding. You get a couple boards, you get a couple assists, you get a good feel for the game to start, and that's when I think shots are going in for him. Even though he is shooting it really well coming off the start. So.
Will, your first basket in the first half, you guys were down by 3 points at the time. It started a 10-0 run. Was that something that kind of sparked the crowd's energy as well as your guys' energy?
I just tried to come in and bring that energy. The crowd was all right tonight, and we started off a little slow, but I think that our guys come off the bench, bring a little bit of energy, kind of change the game at that point. I don't think that play exactly was really what changed it, but kind of like a group of things.
Well, how important is it to be able to just lean on that defense when maybe the offense isn't as flowing as well as you want, but to know that you have that defense that you could really lean on?
I mean, that's what you should lean on to start with, regardless of if your offense is going or not. It's funny because there's a direct correlation between when we're playing well on defense and how well we're playing on offense. If teams are getting easy baskets, you get the ball out and you can't run as well and whatnot. So if we get stops, we're going to score on the other end.
Do you feel like you guys are getting to a point where even if you can't get the pace ramped up, I mean, you can play a low-scoring game and you can kind of, even against a team that wants to grind it down, defend that well?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think so. And, to get where we want to get, we know we got to win multiple styles of basketball. We got to be able to win a slow game, and definitely got to be able to win, at our pace. So that's all about going, and that's what we're doing.
Christian, early on you had to deal with Almeida from there. What was it like playing against someone just that big? How does that change anything, and what's that like?
Oh, man, it's tough. You just trying to, get back down to all the way on the goal. So you just got to fight him, but he's definitely a big guy, and it's definitely tough.
How important is it just to hit jump shots against those guys? Obviously, they really packed the paint tonight. It seemed like it was hard to drive in and get any post touches, especially early when you hit shots. How much does it change just the spacing of the game? How important is it against those guys?
I think it changed a lot. They do pipe the lane, and when everybody started knocking out open shots, they opened the floor for everybody. And I think that's what we have to do. When the lane is packed, people got to knock down wide open threes, mid-range pull-ups, all that to open up for the post fires. And when it's clogged on the outside, then the post players got to do their work, and they did tonight. They did a good job.
Cody got in a bit of a foul trouble in the first half. You guys had to play a lot of the first half without him on the floor. How were you guys able to deal with that? And then what do you feel like he brought in the second half when he scored his 13 points with the team?
Well, I don't really feel like our style of play changed too much. We kept playing basketball in and getting to the foul line and stuff like that. But, when Cody came in the second half, he didn't stop. He came in and he played with tremendous energy and got to the foul line and he got some points.
Hey, Will, you guys get to 76 points when one guy scores more than 13. What do you think that signifies about the game?
You can pretty much answer that yourself. We're just sharing the ball, looking for each other, throwing it in. It's pretty obvious when you watch the game that when we're playing like that. Last game I think we did the same thing as well. I think we had like 3 guys over 20 or something like that. So, Yeah, just spacing the floor, throwing it in, and working out from there.
Well, what do you like most about the way this team has developed as the season has progressed?
I just think we hang our hats on certain things that we didn't last year. And I think that we just have a lot more experience than what we usually had, and we know how to close games. And I think that we're just learning every day instead of just, going through the motions.
Either Christian or Will, early on, even when Nebraska was leading, you guys were able to get to the line a lot, and they racked up the fouls pretty quickly. How important was that in sort of keeping you guys in the game?
Well, it's just a big part of our offense, period. We don't want to hang our hats on long jump shots. So anytime we can get in the paint and get some fouls, that's great for our offense.
Last question. 7th time this year you guys had a game when you shot 50% or better from the 3-point line. What's the secret to shooting a high percentage?
Well, we constantly go ahead more.
It's just practice. We work on that every day. We work out and practice and get better and better every day. And that's what I got to do. We shoot the ball. That's what we do.
About for you for a double-double, is that something you're conscious of during the game, or I know you go in with that being a goal, but are you conscious of it during the game?
Oh yeah, definitely. My coach did a great job at letting me know, how many I need or stuff like that.